Howdy, everyone. Kyle Hendricks here, your current SAMAC president for 2021. I am joined today by Evan Howard, one of the representatives from Second Nature, one of our awesome affiliates of NARPM. Good morning. How are you doing, Evan?
Morning, Kyle. Doing great. How about yourself?
Uh, Top of the world, top of the world. So let's go ahead and get started here. What we're doing is an affiliate spotlight. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Second Nature and what the company does?
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of before going in detail about what we do, I want to talk a little bit about kind of what we see and believe is a trend in the industry right now that I think really fits in with where NARPM's going as well, because things have changed in property management. Expectations are higher than ever because of technology, social media, and the amount of information that we're digesting on a daily basis. The stakes have been raised and it's not slowing down. The new way to succeed in property management is really creating the best experience possible, because the old tradition and function of property management, like maintenance and collecting rent, those have been commoditized. So competition has increased from all directions. People care about the rental experience now more than ever. And Second Nature believes that the professional property manager who delivers the number one experience will build trust, emotionally connect with everyone involved in their organization, and stand out in the marketplace. And in doing so, they're going to build a moat of a relationship and expertise. They're going to have that moat against competition. And so the experience they want today is convenience. And I think with NARPM, that professional development that we see, the people that are going to the NARPM meetings, that's those that are looking to adapt and evolve in the marketplace we're in right now.
I agree. And I love the analogy about surrounding yourself with a moat. I love that. That's great. Okay, well, tell me a little bit about the benefits that our members can receive from being involved with the Second Nature.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the questions that we hear the industry leaders asking are things like, how do we make the investment experience so good that investors never want to sell their house? How do we make the resident experience so good that renters never want to leave? And how do we make managing properties so great that this is the business that we want to be in forever? So that's the lens that we looked at our product, our resident benefit package from. We looked at that triple win scenario. And so that's what we use for every decision we make. And when we coach clients on creating an RBP or resident benefit package, we look at how to protect the owner investment proactively. We look at maximizing profit. We look at how to bring an industry leading resident experience with tangible value to our property managers and really significantly streamline operations. So what the heck do we do and how do we do that, right? So our team of professional property managers, we've been doing this, you know us as the filter delivery company for about the last decade. And for the last 2 years, we realized this need in the industry to really move and evolve. And thinking about how much effort and research it takes to vet a new program or process, it's really like a root canal, right? Like you can't do that and wear the 1,000 hats that you do every day as a professional property manager. There's just not enough hours in the day, not enough brain cells in the brain, right? So what we've done is we've taken professional property managers onto our team, and we've designed, deployed, and managed a fully managed resident benefit package. We've vetted the vendors and partnered with the most high quality products to deliver a tangible resident experience that's really appreciated by the resident, that protects the owner asset, and that increases your profit per door per month, while also negating any work that you're having to do on portals. Death to portals is one of our taglines, right? I'm sure that in your property management careers, there's all these different products and vendors that don't speak to the property management software necessarily. So what we've done is we've negated all portals. We, as professional property managers ourselves, have just learned those systems for you, partnered with companies to bring it all together under one umbrella that is RBP. And the biggest thing that I think that Second Nature does differently than other people in the industry is we have brought those professional property managers onto our team. People like Gabe on our team, who was a certified NARPM professional at his past company. And we've taken that professionalism and knowledge and said, what are the problems that we can solve? And the biggest one was, hey, I love this idea. I want to do this or make this change to my business, but how do I get full team-wide adoption? And so we've developed every piece of the program from listing to lease, all the way through ongoing management of the data within your property management software. And we're going to hold everyone's hand the whole way through. So we never say, hey, here's everything, figure it out on your own. We really walk through that process. And, again, we want to design an experience for the resident where they're excited to pay a little bit more to rent from you and they don't want to leave. We want to deliver an experience with all these different products that encourage lease mandated behavior, like changing filters on time, like paying rent on time, like taking care of the property, and that residents thank us for that, that owners appreciate the kind of experience that we're up leveling for the resident. And that way your team isn't getting a lot of negativity that they might typically get from the way that a traditional older style company might have been run. They're getting more positive feedback from owners and residents because those people, those parties in the company know that you're looking out for their best interest.
Wow. And that just, there's so much to unpack in that statement you just made. And I think for somebody that's listening and they're not familiar with a resident benefit package, or they don't know where to start with this, I think it's important to emphasize that this is something that you guys help set up with the property management company. You, as you said, you kind of hold their hand and walk them through the process. You already have the process down, and you help the managers and the property owners get set up in a way that's just almost seamless. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So, what we do is we'll work together with you to select what the best package is for you, whether you want filters, credit reporting, an insurance product, whatever it is, utility concierge services. We'll help you design and deploy that all together, customized for your property management company, because everybody's different. Obviously, there are some things that are typical and some things that are similar, but everyone has slightly different, unique things that make their business special. And so it's a conversation that we have together. What products work? What products have you guys already vetted? What products have been on your mind? And we'll combine all of those into one easy to manage thing that we're going to do for you.
Awesome. Real quick, I mean, you've talked about the benefits that you can offer to our members here at NARPM and SAMAC. As an affiliate of NARPM, what benefits have you guys seen by being involved with NARPM?
Yeah, so, I've been involved from day one since I came on 3 years ago. I know Second Nature has been involved for about 5 or 6 years. And we've been lucky enough, we've been vendor of the year for the past 3 years, which is pretty exciting. And so the number one thing to me is just, the learning and the fun. Some of my best friends are NARPM members that I've met from just going to all of the meetings, and we have conversations about property management, but also outside of property management. But you really learn what's important to people in NARPM. You really have the, developmental mindset, and people are all open to sharing, which I thought it's very different from other industries I've been involved with. A lot of people are cutthroat and competitive, whereas with NARPM, just like we believe, other professional property managers are not the competition. It's that section of for rent by owner properties, that 70% of the market that we want to bring into the professional space. And NARPM really understands that. So all of that knowledge is shared amongst what you would in other places call competitors, when really it's just colleagues in NARPM. And I feel like people learn best practices from each other. And that's really how we've developed a lot of our standards and practices, is through NARPM and finding the leaders in NARPM that really know what problems we're trying to solve as a professional community of property managers.
That's great. That's great. And I think you really hit on what I always call the secret sauce that NARPM has, which is that community, that sharing, that willingness to help others, and just understanding that if we're succeeding or someone else is succeeding, it's everyone's success. So that is just awesome. Evan, I really appreciate you having taken time to talk to me today. If someone's listening to this and they want to learn more, they want to schedule a time to talk with you, what's the best way to get in touch?
So starting off, if you've never heard of a resident benefit package and you're like, I definitely don't want to talk to Evan right now, he's a sales guy, I don't want to speak with him. We've got a podcast, the Triple Win podcast. You can find it on any way that you view or you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Facebook, you'll see that. We also have a Facebook group, PMLX, which is our Second Nature PMLX Leadership Exchange group. And you can feel free to join that as well. You can also ask questions of your property management friends. What I'm getting at is, make sure you get the information you want before you have to have a conversation with me. And by the way, I'll just share information with you. I'm not going to try and direct you either way. It's a collaborative conversation. And so we've got the podcast, we've got our Facebook group where you can really start your research journey on us if you'd like. But also, of course, if you want to reach out to me directly, ehoward@secondnature.com is my email. Also feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. I know a lot of our property management friends are communicating a lot on there. There's a lot of groups on Facebook that people glean a lot of knowledge from. So if you're there already, feel free to message me.
Evan, thank you so much. I really appreciate you speaking with us today. And I look forward to seeing you at the next chapter meeting.
Awesome. See you then, Kyle. Thanks.
Bye.